Okay, so I'm going to be doing my app review for this class on the MapMyWalk app by Under Armour. So I'll go ahead and open that up right now. It's actually one of 3 pretty good apps that Under Armour has put out. The other 2 are MapMyRun and MapMyRide. But as soon as you open the app, this is what you see. You're on the stopwatch tab on the bottom here. That's right in the center. You can go up to the top and actually change your activity. So if you're not just doing a straight walk, if you're on the treadmill, if you're walking your dog, which I can speak from experience, there's a little more stops in the middle of that. You can change to cycling, hiking. There's a variety of different activities as you scroll through. I keep mine on walk because that's usually what I'm doing. This green button here, you hit to start your workout, and the lady will talk to you and be like, start workout. And then it'll immediately start tracking your time, your pace, your distance, and your calories down there at the bottom, which are actually pretty accurate because you do put in your height and weight at the beginning when you download the app. Intermittently, it will talk back to you about how many miles you've done, what your pace is that you're working at, and how long you have been walking for. That is an option that you can turn off. I personally like it and I keep it on. When you finish your walk, you hit this red button at the bottom, and you have the option to either resume your walk, or you can hold the button on the left to finish. And it will take you to this page right here where you will see in the middle here what your pace was, how long you walked, and your total distance. You can add some pictures to your walk. You can add some comments. So, for example, on one of my routes, there's usually a lot of construction. So I could comment, lots of construction on South 13th Street and save that so I know I have that comment on that route. And if I'm looking for something more scenic, I won't choose to walk that way. But I'm going to go ahead and actually discard this one. But I'm going to move to the left now at the bottom here. So this little trophy icon, that just is a challenge bar. So you can either do one of Under Armour's challenges or make up your own. So there should be a few here that the app comes with. If you feel like you need a little more motivation, you can participate in one of those. And moving further left, we have kind of just my own stats, everything that I've done. I added a picture for this one. This was on the Hoodlebug Trail. So you could see how far I went, how long I went, my average pace, and a picture from my walk. And if I had any friends to link up this app with, I could see some of theirs right there. So if you want to be my friend on this app, please let me know. I'd love to see what you're doing. And just what other random people have been doing, running, cycling, or walking. We're going to move all the way to the right now to our log. And here's my dashboard of walking. So you can see it's Monday. This is what I've walked today. Right in the center where that circle is not fully closed, that's just a goal that I set for myself. So I wanted to walk 12 miles this week. I'm at 7.62, which is pretty good. So I'm actually going to bump up my goal next week, make it a little bit longer. And you can see all 7 days at the bottom there. The maximum amount that I've walked, which is 3.99 miles, and how close with each day that I've gotten to that. So that's kind of close to my average, which is good. I can always change my goals down here at Manage Goals. So you can see where I'm at. I can create a new goal. And my plan, that's if you choose to go to premium, or if you choose one of Under Armour's plans that they already have laid out. And then the workout tabs is kind of my log. It is a free app, so I do get ads. They last about 5 seconds, which is kind of annoying. But okay, so then I could see what I've done this week in terms of logs. So you can see that I go on 2 walks a day, so 6:14 in the morning and then 6:14 at night. And I can see what I've done the past couple weeks. It's all there in a running log. And then if you move over to those 3 dots all the way at the right, here's all your options. You can go to your profile. I obviously need to kind of build that up. You can see I have no friends, but how many miles that I've walked so far, and that has been since the beginning of June, actually, was when I downloaded this app. What I've done today, how long I've done it for. And then if I go back, you can obviously log your workout again from a different spot. You can go to routes that are just nearby that other people have walked. So sometimes I'll choose one of these if the red squiggly line looks cool. I personally like going in a circle. I don't like just turning around. I haven't bookmarked any yet because nothing's really caught my fancy too much. And then here are all the routes that I've walked. As you can see, I do like my loops and my circles and making cool shapes. Okay. You can sync apps. So if you have a Fitbit, Apple Watch, or any kind of fancy footwear, you can link those. I only have an app linked, which is my MyFitnessPal. That's also an Under Armour app. Like I said, friends, I'll be looking for some of those. And it also, like I said, links to MyFitnessPal, which is the nutrition tracker. And the cool thing actually is your exercise shows up in your MyFitnessPal journal. So I actually never had this before when I was using MyFitnessPal, but this little orange bar at the top shows 10,000 steps, which is the recommended amount that you should be getting. And it shows that I've gone well beyond that today. And then if you go to the MyFitnessPal diary, if you're familiar with that, all the way at the bottom, here's my exercise. I didn't even have to log that just because it is connected to the other app. It just tracks it automatically for me, which I like that because I don't really like logging everything. It does take time. And here's another spot where you can get to your goals. So if you set something at the beginning of the week. And yeah, back to the beginning. I think it's a really user-friendly app. It only took me a few minutes to figure out how to use it. So I think if you're giving it to anywhere between like elementary school and high school, I think it will be pretty easy to teach children how to use. I think we can incorporate it into PE, but also health. So if you start talking about simple, accessible physical activity, walking is a great way to start. So I think especially being able to keep track of it and having that goals feature would probably get more students involved and more students excited about partaking in physical activity that doesn't need any equipment, that doesn't require any kind of extra, money from the school. It is a free app. Pretty much all kids have smartphones, especially if we're talking high school. So they will be able to use it. And I think if you chose to do some kind of unit outdoors in your PE class, like hiking or a trail walk, or even if you choose to run, or if you have the option to do any kind of mountain biking in your class, you can use one of the other 2 apps. And if you're in health doing a nutrition lesson and you talk about tracking nutrition and choose to use an app like MyFitnessPal, I think it would get people really excited that they all kind of connect and they can see how their activity also influences their nutrition. So I would definitely give this app probably a 10 out of 10 because I've been using it since the beginning of June. I've always been walking a lot, but now that I can see what I'm actually doing, it makes me more motivated to do more, and I'm excited every single day to get out and walk.